Welcome to The Next Level, a series on AACPS TV. I'm Katie Holmes, and we are in our third season already with a brand new set, and I'm really excited to be here and highlight our talented senior athletes this year. I'm happy to be back for another season, and my two guests today are currently playing varsity football at Annapolis High School. My first guest is the quarterback for the Annapolis Panthers, and he recently broke the Annapolis High School's passing record for the most career passing yards. Please welcome senior quarterback Daren Carter. Thank you for being here today.
Of course, it's great to have you. Great to have me. I'm sorry.
So how did you get involved in sports? At what age?
So I started playing football around, I think I was 6. I started playing for Boys and Girls Club. It was kind of like a backyard football team. And just been playing football ever since. I've been 6 and basketball since I was like 9, I believe.
Well, I'm going to tell the viewers you're 6'5". So that's good that you're playing basketball. Have you always played quarterback?
I started off playing quarterback, but during youth league, I kind of shifted back and forth playing running back and receiver. Well, ultimately, back in like my 12 and 13 year, I shifted back to quarterback, and I've been playing ever since.
Do you play any other sports in high school?
So I play football, basketball, and I run track. I've been playing basketball since freshman year and running track since sophomore year.
Okay. What inspired you to play those sports?
Playing football has always been like a thing in our family. Watching my oldest brother, Kenyon, my other older brother, Dakota, playing football.
Are they quarterbacks too?
My oldest brother, he played receiver and corner at South River. And then my other brother, Dakota, he played running back and safety at Annapolis with me last year.
Oh, okay. He graduated?
Yeah, he graduated this past year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about what it's like to be like your typical day as a student athlete?
A typical day as a student athlete for me is like, I always have like 2 classes or so.
So you're on a partial schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 1 class on one day and I have 3 classes the next day. So on my one day, I always have AP Stat, and then the next day, the next period, I always study for AP Stat a lot, and then I'm pretty much just watching film and emailing different coaches after that, and then practice.
Because you carry a 3.5 GPA.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, actually just emailing, watching film consistently, just different stuff like that throughout the day.
How do you balance that? Because, you're at the school, you're there a lot of hours, and you have a partial schedule, which is great.
Right.
But how do you balance your academics and your athletics?
It's I kind of figured out how to balance it after a while, but freshman and sophomore year is kind of hard for me. But after a while, just having just knowing to get all my schoolwork done first and working hard on that will give me enough time to study film and go to practice, and I have enough time after practice to study even more film after that. So it kind of just
You got it down.
Yeah.
What's been your most memorable moment on the field or on the court?
See, the easy answer would say my 62-yard touchdown pass against Glen Burnie when I broke the school record.
Oh.
But I would probably say my freshman year getting pulled up to varsity in the playoff game and throwing a touchdown pass in that game too.
Nice. Nice. How do you handle setbacks, losses, big wins, staying humble?
I would rather just say I just kind of absorb it, and big wins, I kind of just absorb it. I kind of think about it that Saturday, but after that Sunday, once new film drops, I kind of just push it to the side and push on to the next game. Or the same thing, like on a loss, I feel it on that Friday. I would pretty much go home, talk about it with my parents for like 20-30 minutes, and after that, I'm kind of over it.
You get over it.
Yeah. I kind of like push it to the side fast so I don't have to like wealth in it, kind of.
Gotcha. That's good. Who has been your biggest influence in your athletic career?
My biggest influence in my athletic career. That's a good question, actually. Football wise, I would probably say my biggest influence was probably my oldest brother, actually.
Good.
Him being
That's what older brothers are supposed to do.
Yeah. I say he started off going to college at New Haven.
Okay.
Yeah, so me being younger and looking up to him, I've pretty much been to all his games.
You had good role models.
Yeah. I say, and then basketball wise, I actually didn't start taking basketball serious until my 7th grade year, I believe. because my one of my coaches, he's a family member too. His name's Coach John Downs. Kind of just been around, and he saw a lot in me. So once started just training me and different stuff like that.
Were you always tall as a kid?
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah.
Are your brothers tall too?
Not
Not.
my youngest brother is kind of tall. He's about 5'8", 5'9", actually. He's
Gotcha.
yeah. But my oldest two brothers, they're not really that tall.
Okay.
It's just my mom and dad kind of.
Okay. How do you stay motivated during a game? So if you're down, how do you stay motivated?
Always kind of look on the bright side. Me being a captain and all, I try to just push everybody to stand up and cheer on the team on the sideline.
Because if you're not positive and
Everybody else
you're not motivated, you
Right.
can lose the team quick.
Right. So I just kind of try to just open up and keep my composure and try to do the best that I can.
What does teamwork mean for you?
Teamwork is just being unselfish.
You're a captain too, so
Yeah. Yeah, teamwork to me is like just being unselfish and doing all that you can for the team. Like me having, probably the best running back in the state of Maryland.
you do have the best running back in the state of Maryland.
I say just being unselfish and doing your part, and then knowing that your time will come, you'll do what you need to do.
What advice would you give a student athlete just starting out in high school?
Block out the outside noise.
That's good.
Yeah. Growing up, coming through high school, freshman and sophomore year, there was a lot of outside noise, and it kind of got to me a little bit my freshman year. But after that sophomore year, I kind of started to push it out and only caring about what we do as a program at Annapolis and not worrying about what other people say because they are just on the outside looking in.
Darrian, that's really good. That's really good advice.
Thank you.
What are your goals for the rest of the season?
Of course, the big goal is just going down the street and playing football at Navy Stadium for the state championship.
Oh.
But I have one more record I need to break at Annapolis. I'm close to the passing touchdown record.
Okay, how many do you need?
I actually don't know.
Okay, but you're close.
I just know I'm close. I don't really know the exact number because I don't try to pay attention to it too
Right.
much. But I just know I'm kind of close to it. But the big goal is always
That's a great goal.
Yeah.
I love that goal for you. How do you balance family, friends, your social life, being an athlete?
Athlete. So me being an athlete and academically, that stuff always comes first to me because I'm in school 5 times a week. Saturdays are normally me hanging out with my family and going to my little brother's football games.
Oh, okay.
And then like Saturdays or Sundays, whatever it is, I kind of just hang out with friends and try to bounce back. And
So you balance it well.
yeah.
Good for you. What will you miss most about high school?
Missing most about high school, I would probably say my friends, honestly. Hanging out with them probably every single day and just because.
Is that what you enjoy most about high school too?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Your friends, the social life?
Yeah.
Can you share any advice that one of your coaches has given you?
One of the probably best advice I've probably ever gotten was me and my teammate Sawyer. We were at we had a 7-on-7 tournament last year at Bates, and it was we should have won the tournament, but we lost in the championship game. But it was my coach JC. He was I can't remember exactly what he said.
That's okay.
But he was like, if you're gonna take any imagine you have like a piece of meat on a bone.
Okay.
If you're not, I can't remember exactly what it was, but if you're gonna take anything, make sure you don't take the bone, but take the knowledge that you're getting from it.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I love chicken wings. So the advice was, when you eat the chicken wing, make sure you don't take the bone, but you take all the meat from the bone.
Right. So don't take how everybody is saying it to you. Just take the knowledge that you're getting back from it, and then retain it from it.
Okay. I don't think I'm ever going to look at chicken wings the same again. I'm probably be like, okay, Coach JC. Okay, so let's talk about you're not fully committed yet.
Mhm.
Okay, but you do have offers,
Right.
and you're still continuing because you're still looking at colleges.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about that process. Like, how has it been for you?
It's kind of been a stressful process that me personally, I haven't actually been going through it the way I should have been, which I should have. But I have a scholarship offer from the University of Seton Hill in Pennsylvania.
That's
Going,
so awesome.
yeah, we're going on a game day visit next week, actually.
Okay.
And then I was in talks with schools like Navy, Towson, Delaware State.
It's such a big decision.
Right.
So where's your mindset? Like, is there something specific you're looking for? Is it location? Like, what is it? Or you just don't know? You're just kind of feeling it out as you go?
Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of was feeling it out how I was going, just visiting different schools, going on different visits. Like this past summer, me and Tyler went on a visit to the Naval Academy,
Okay.
which I say down the street.
That's great, right?
Yeah, going up to Delaware State, and then like I said, Seton Hill next week. It's just been a kind of long, stressful situation, but I mean, enjoying it while it lasts. Like even in last year, going to different schools like Wake Forest and other schools like that. It's just kind of
Wow. Wow. So, but are you going to play football or are you going to play basketball? Did you have to make that choice?
So I haven't fully made the decision yet, but I'll probably end up playing football because, well, I don't really have a because, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Is that where your passion is? Is for football or
yeah,
basketball?
probably football. Well, either or. I'm kind of like 50-50 with both.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to make that decision?
It was definitely really, really hard.
So I know that you are second team All County in basketball.
Yeah.
And what are some of your football? I know you're getting ready. You said hopefully break the school record in Annapolis.
Yeah. So I've been like I said, for basketball, I went second team All County my sophomore and junior year.
Nice.
Football wise, I've been a varsity starter for 3 consecutive years now. I got pulled up to varsity my freshman year.
You just had a very successful high school career in sports.
Yeah, kind of.
So who has been your biggest supporter in your family? I want to give you a chance to give them a shout out.
Yeah, so my biggest supporter, I probably wouldn't.
You don't have to pick one. You can say your whole family.
So I probably wouldn't say I had too big of a supporter, but my top 5 actually, that I would definitely say are both of my parents, both of my grandmothers, and then my cousin Debbie. She's consistently been to every single game since I've been young.
Way to go, cousin Debbie.
Every single game.
So I have no doubt that you're going to pick the best college for you, and I know you're going to go on, you're going to be successful, and I wish you the best. I'm going to ask that you have to let me know where you chose to commit to.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
So we can let the viewers know where you're going. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And I'll stay with you the rest of the season, and I'll even see you in the basketball season.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. We will be right back after this break with another Annapolis Panther.
When I graduate from AACPS,
I will be future ready.
I set ambitious goals.
Create and implement flexible plans.
And use my knowledge and skills to live independently.
Learning, growing, and thriving
in an ever-changing world.
I'm an AACPS student.
I'm an AACPS student.
I'm an AACPS student.
I'm an AACPS student, of course.
I will be future ready.
When I graduate.
When I graduate
from AACPS, I'll be an effective collaborator.
I form
meaningful relationships,
skillfully communicate,
and work with diverse groups of people
to achieve common goals.
I'm an AACPS student, of course.
I'll be an effective collaborator when I graduate.
When I graduate from AACPS, I'll be a critical thinker.
I analyze information,
resources, perspectives, and experience
to weigh opinions, formulate well-reasoned conclusions,
solve problems,
and navigate challenges.
I'm an AACPS student.
Of course, I'll be a critical thinker when I graduate.
When I graduate
from AACPS,
I will be a curious learner. I ask questions, explore ideas,
and embrace new opportunities
so I can understand the world
and build a better
future
for myself and
my community.
I am an AACPS student.
Of course, I'll be a curious learner.
When I graduate.
When I graduate
from AACPS,
I will be an empathetic community member.
I demonstrate sensitivity, concern,
understanding, and respect
for the experiences and feelings of others
to better the community.
I'm an AACPS student. Of course, I'll be an empathetic community member.
When I graduate,
We are back, and I have Tyler Womack here with me, who is #1 in the state right now for most touchdowns. Tyler, welcome. Thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you.
What a huge stat.
Definitely.
Wow.
Okay.
You're also, let me say this, that you're also #1 in the state for rushing yards, touchdowns, and total points.
Yeah. I didn't know about the points, but that's...
Well, if you got the most touchdowns, you got to have the most points, right?
Yeah, that... True.
Tell me about some of your accolades, because tell me about them.
I know I have things like all state, all county, all metro, things like that. And
2024 Youth of the Year, Boys and Girls Club.
Youth of the Year too. That was a good experience, because I that's like I grew up with them, because I went there when I was younger, because I played football there also. And then I came back to work there, and they gave me an opportunity to be a candidate for Youth of the Year.
Yeah, so we just had your quarterback on right before you.
Yes.
So he's the one that gives you those touchdowns.
Couldn't do without him.
Couldn't do it without him. That's exactly right.
Always think him.
What age did you get started in sports?
Well, 6 or 5 at the Boys and Girls Club also. But surprisingly, I hated football.
You did?
I just my brother also played with the Little Giants, and I seen him playing. I was like, me being the little brother, I was like, yeah, I want to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Did it for like half a season, and it was like, the coach went up to my mom. He was like, he really doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do anything. And then I didn't play the rest of that year. And then the following year, it was like, I came back, and then ever since then, I loved it.
What a story.
Yeah.
What a story.
A lot of people wouldn't think that.
What sports do you play in high school? Obviously football.
And then I do track. I started track my sophomore year.
Are you fast?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to be a multi-sport athlete.
Definitely, because track definitely helps with football. So
conditioning.
And just like speed work also. So that comes into play a lot.
What inspired you to pursue track? I mean, I know we heard about the football. You kind of watched your older brother.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do track?
So track, that was more of me coming back from my injury, and like I came back that season. It was like, yeah, I'm back, but it was like.
Let's talk about that. So you tore your ACL?
Yes.
What year?
Freshman year, the first game.
Wow.
So
just tell me the whole story.
So it was, I think it was Crofton, I believe. And then it was almost halftime, and then I was running down the sideline, got tackled awkwardly, and then just gave out. I didn't think it was anything bad. It was just my knee was hurting. And then a month later, after the swelling went down, all that, got the MRI and was like, yeah, it's torn.
Wow.
And then got the surgery date, and then it was like, okay, you can do this or wait longer, and then maybe play on it. I was like, I'd rather just play next year and just do PT.
So that put you out the rest of the year.
Yeah. So.
How did you handle that?
It was definitely very mentally disturbing me, and not being able to have my outlet, which is football.
Right.
And it set me back a little bit, but having that team behind my back and the coaches supporting me all the time, definitely helped me. And then with me working out with them, doing all that, that helped me put me on the right track to play next year. So.
All right, so you're healthy now,
yes.
Right? We're going into your sophomore year. You're healthy, you're playing. What does a typical day look like to be an athlete?
Coming to school, having a partial schedule also, having my 2 classes a day.
You do now as a senior?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I go to my teacher's room, Miss Mish, and I'll go in there, study a little bit, and then she'll help me email coaches and do all that stuff for college. And then after that, she's like, yeah, you're good. Just do what you got to do. And after that, it's just studying.
So do you find it easy to balance that when you had a partial schedule this year?
It's a lot easier to balance, but I know from freshman year, it was I was more so just worried about football. And then sophomore, junior year, it's okay, I have to be a student before I'm an athlete. So
that's right. That's right. What has been your most memorable moment on the field?
my first one that happened was when I came back. Like my first game back after I got cleared, I scored. So that boosted my confidence a little bit.
Absolutely, it does.
And then our first game this season, us beating Old Mill in over 20 years.
And you beat, that's right, it was over 20 years that you guys had beat Old Mill.
Yeah.
I was at that game. This is when I was first like looking at you and Darrian, and I'm going to tell the viewers because I'm excited for you. You had 5 touchdowns that game.
Yes.
That's insane.
It was really, really crazy to me. I didn't think that would be like a 5 touchdown game, but.
So I didn't know you, and I was coming out there. I was like, oh, let me watch. You know, a lot of talk about you in this county, and I was like, let me watch them. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, how many touchdowns? And he was like 5 touchdowns. Oh my God, I'm taking pictures, and what a great game.
Thank you.
Would that have been? Do you think that's your most memorable this year?
Yeah, definitely. As of right now, it is. But hopefully, I'll have the memory of winning the state championship. So.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about like how you handle setbacks and losses.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you can tell me about how you keep your mental health together?
Really, well, having football is like my outlet a little bit, so that helps out. But also, we have a club at our school. It's called Morgan's Message, and it's about like athletes' mental health. It's like the little slogan is like mental health over athletes, or just like treating people like an actual person and not just an athlete, really.
Oh, I love that. So that has helped you.
Definitely.
That after school club.
Yes. Well, it's during the school, but it's like.
Is it school wide?
Yeah, and since I'm a part of it, it's like I get the little ins and out of it, so it helps me out. So.
Who has been your biggest influence?
Biggest influence, I know with J.K. Dobbins, since he had like lower extremity injuries and him coming back and still playing in the NFL, that gave me like the confidence, like, okay, he can do it. I just have to work as hard as him and I'll be back on the field. So, and me still following to this day, it's like I definitely picked the right person to follow.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated during a game? Like it's easy when you're up, right? The scoreboard's up and you're, 40-6. Like that's easy. But how do you stay motivated when you're down in a game?
Like just not like hanging our heads, because it's like I know some teams like they'll get scored on once and they'll hang their heads. It's like, yeah, the game's over. And it's like, the game's not over. You can score as many points as you can. If you really want it,
you can score 5 touchdowns if you want.
Yeah, it's like if you really want it, you can do it. So just not like hanging your heads or just doubting yourself. Just knowing you can do it, that helps me stay motivated, not like just crawl to the floor or whatever.
What does teamwork and what does a team mean to you? Like what experiences have you had and what experiences are you going to take with you outside of high school that you got from being a part of something, from being a team?
Definitely knowing someone has your back, so like somebody to fall on,
that
you
is
could
a good
say,
feeling.
And just like working together as a team, and just like if you have flaws, another person maybe that's their strong suit, and together it's like you can do something great with that. So
that's really good, Tyler. I love that.
Thank you.
What advice would you give a student athlete just starting out?
Grades, because I know like
say it again.
Grades. It's freshman year, that can hold you down a lot. I know a lot of people that like their grades have been amazing throughout like sophomore to freshman year, but their freshman grades can hold them back so much. So.
And when if your grades started to slip, who did you turn to?
Definitely like I would always turn to my teachers and like letting them know it's like, yeah, I'm balancing this and this. I'm not asking for like any special treatment, but just like work with me a little bit and maybe help me with some extra work at the end of class, just so I don't get behind, so I can still play in the game that Friday.
Right. What are your goals for the rest of the season?
Definitely, I want to get to at least 2,000 rushing yards.
2,000?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great goal.
And then also we're going to go to the state championship, so that's my big goal. So.
Well, I'm going to go. If you're going, I'm going, okay? How do you balance friends and family, like your time?
So, like, during school, I'll see my friends a lot, but also, like, on the weekends after games, we'll go and hang out somewhere. But also, it's like, my family knows it's like, yeah, I'm with them a lot. So it's like, during the weekends, I might stay at someone's house, like, for the week. Just, like, because all our friends would come to, like, one house and just hang out.
Okay.
So it's like, I'll like one weekend I'm with my friends, next weekend I'm home with the family.
Okay.
And just
It's a good balance.
yeah.
That's a really good balance. What do you enjoy most about high school?
Say hanging out with friends and just meeting new people. And
Would high school have been the same for you if you didn't play a sport?
I think it would have been a little bit more different because like playing football is like people know you as like the football person and all that. So it's like the sports teams are more welcoming to you.
Yeah. Do people at Annapolis know how good you are?
I think so, but I don't pay
I know
any
you don't care
mind.
about that, but like, I mean, you're number one in the state. That's huge, Tyler.
Yeah.
That's really huge. Can you share any advice that one of your coaches has given you that you'll take with you into college and on throughout life?
So my coach JC, like when like I was coming back from my injury, he always say, trust yourself. Like I trust you. You should trust your ability. You're a great running back. Just
Trust
do what you're
yourself.
great at. Yeah.
That's great. So now we're going to talk about you're not fully committed yet because it's early, but you do have offers.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the offers that you have?
I have one from the Naval Academy and others from UMass.
UMass.
Yes.
So what's going on in your mind? Like, how do you make this decision? And you're still going on visits. I know next week or the week after your coach told me you guys are going on a visit. So, like, what are you thinking how you're going to decide?
Definitely like life after college or just like what position will that college put me in after school and just not like the football aspect, but life after college. So that's most important to me.
Good. What do you want to major in?
I don't really know right now, but I'm like still looking around trying to find something that like catches my eye, and I feel like I'll stay interested in all 4 years. So
right. So you're going to visit. Is it? You've been to Maryland, or Maryland's been actually looking at you.
Yeah.
They've come looking at you, right?
I think so. They were at the game, but I don't know if they were there for me or Darrian or anybody.
And where are you going 2 weeks from now?
Seton Hill.
Seton Hill.
Going a game day visit with Darrian also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll make your decision?
I'm not really too sure, but I would definitely want to take my time and weigh out my options. So.
Okay. So I want to give you this opportunity to thank your family, thank some of your supporters. Who have been your biggest supporters?
I'll say I would say like the biggest one from like day one was my mom, always trying to, even like when she couldn't be at the game, she would be like, yeah, could maybe my uncle go to my game, my dad, or like somebody if like my
shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
You
Like
can tell her, say thanks, Mom.
thanks, Mom. Just trying to always just make sure someone's there, like if something happens or just a supporter there for me. So
yeah.
definitely.
It sounds like you have a lot of support, a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And good luck to you. I really wish you the best. I hope you'll come back and tell me
Definitely.
where you're choosing to go next year.
Definitely.
I love the advice that you gave, and good luck at States this year.
Thank you.
You guys are going.
Definitely. We're doing our best to do it.
Yeah. You believe it. You can achieve it.
For sure.
So, and I have faith in you, and you're going to happen. It's going to happen.
Thank you.
So thank you for being here with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. As we wrap up today's show, I want to thank Darrian and Tyler for sharing their high school journey with me. I have no doubt that both will move on and achieve success at the next level. I always close every show with a quote. Ask not what your teammates can do for you. Ask what you can do for your teammates, said the basketball legend Magic Johnson. I want to encourage everyone watching to support your local teams and stay active in the community. Whether you're playing or cheering from the sidelines, every role matters. Thank you for joining us on The Next Level, and I hope you will continue to watch the show this season as we highlight seniors each month. I'm Katie Holmes. Thank you for watching.